Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to the Grand National Series for NMNTS. We are here at Richmond Motor Speedway. We are going to be running 250 miles tonight at the famed oval. Dewey Larzell's joining me in the booth. I'm Tom Vanas, and we are NoBrakes.tv. Go check us out on Facebook as well as YouTube. Give us a like, a thumbs up, and subscribe if you don't mind. Dewey, we're going to have a pretty exciting little race tonight. Looks like these boys are getting ready to go qualifying now.
Should be an exciting evening here at Richmond. It always seems to be an exciting racetrack, so hopefully we'll get that usual excitement here at the NMNTS. Gordon Larson Jr. and Zach Lindgren both completed their qualifying time. Zach Lindgren quick time 26.27. Gordon Larson Jr. 28.53.
Both those drivers tonight, Dewey, are able to improve over their practice times by at least a tenth, so good to see that. It'll be interesting to see how the rest of these boys are able, what kind of times they're able to put down. Look like most of the practice times are the majority of them, within 2 or 3 tenths of each other. A few guys towards the top putting up some pretty solid numbers, but that's always the case in this series. So, but that doesn't always necessarily mean those guys are going to win either.
Right now, you got the 12 of Corey Walters on track for his qualifying time. And the 23 of Jason Burgess. Looks like Corey Walters has some issues here in qualifying. And Jason Burgess comes around out of turn 4 to pick up his second lap. He will clock in at a 28.20. That is second quick.
Right, the 23 Jason Burgess is running the Monster Energy Camry paint scheme tonight. Pretty sharp looking little car for here in the Xfinity or the Grand National Series. Right now, it looks like 17 of Alan Westman is on track in the No Brakes TV car.
Also on track, the 81 of Andrew Cardinale in the TN Designs sponsored machine, as he usually is. He is a creator, designer, illustrator, painter, however you want to call him over there at TN Designs.
So first time around, Alan Westman's able to pick up a 21 with a 58. That's good enough for 5th quickest right now. We'll see if he's able to pick up any time or any speed on his second lap.
Andrew Cardinale 21.057 and loops it around, coming out of 2 on his second lap.
And he does.
He will have to deal with that time.
Westman moves up the second quickest with the 20 with the 79. Alan Westman out of Gisborne, Minnesota, running the No Brakes TV paint scheme this evening.
Five of Jason Alexander coming on track now. He will be joined by the 75 of Terry Mason.
'75 Terry Mason just takes the green for his first lap. He drives her down into the first turn at 120 miles an hour. We'll see if he's able to pick up any time over his practice time in the session. He ran a 20 with a 73. He's able to do that. That should get him at least second quickest. His first lap is a 21 with an 01.
Jason Alexander comes across the stripe. He clocks in 21.475. That is 7th quick.
And Terry Mason sliding across the green right checker gets a 20 with a 7.73. He picks up his speed. It's good enough for second quickest, Dewey.
Next out, the 43 of Craig Lerman and the 8 of Jared Beasley.
Craig Lerman out of the track in the number 43 STP Camaro. His first lap is going to be a 21.247, good enough for seventh quickest. See if he can improve on his second time around.
Jared Beasley comes across 21.091. Almost lost it out of 2 there.
43 improves to a 21.136, but that will keep him 8th quickest at this point, Dewey. He dropped off almost 5 full tenths from his practice time. So he's going to have some work to do coming through the field later tonight.
Jared Beasley, 7th quick, 21.067.
Sure
Next
enough,
on...
we got the number 2, Evil Knievel on track. He'll be coming around to take the green flag to get his first lap here shortly. Also on the track with him is the 818 of Derek Robinson running the Crown Royal Black Toyota Camry. Dewey Michael Redding come by with pretty quick time. His first lap, 20 with a 6.86, good enough for second quickest. As well as Derek Robinson crossing the green stripe, also the green flag, the stripe, picking up a 20 with a 79, good enough for fourth quickest. The 818 Crown Royal Black car got a little loose on his exit of 4 there, coming around for the green to complete his second lap, and he will record a 20 with a 79, good enough for fourth quickest.
Next out on the track, the 32 of Ryan Broderick and the 19 of Mike Bruno.
Oh, and the 19 Dewey gets a little loose on exit of 2 and hits the right side wall. He's going to have some work to do to make up time. He's going to have a little bit of aero issue. We are on a short track. We only do have 0.75, 3/4 of a mile, 4-turn semi-oval here, so.
Ryan Broderick with quick time, 24.65. Dirt tracked it in turns 1 and 2, and that will be his official time.
Mike Bruno ends up qualifying with a 20 with an 8-1 with that damage to the right front of his car. So he's going to be starting in the middle of the pack. He's going to have some work to do to get back to the front.
Next out on the racing surface, the 89 of Spence Thompson and the 7 of Tyler Justice. Spence Thompson's first lap, 25.38. Tyler Justice coming across the stripe now. Gets quick time, 23.86. Spence Thompson loses it out of 4. His official time is going to be a 25.38 for third quick. Tyler Justice slows across the stripe. He has quick time 23.86. The TN Designs Pole Award will go to Tyler Justice here tonight. We will try and get a word with him quickly before we get tonight's events underway. And Tyler Justice here in the booth. Tyler, congratulations once again on another TN Designs Pole Award.
Thank you, sir. It felt pretty good out there. Just gonna have to be careful tonight because you can really get yourself in trouble if you give it too much throttle coming off the corner and getting on the brakes, getting into the corner for that matter. So got to be real smooth, and hopefully we can keep it out of trouble and contend up front by the end, and maybe we'll have a shot at the win.
Yeah, congrats on a great run. Looked like your teammate slipped up a little. You guys were pretty much 1, 2, and 3, or 1 and 2 during practice. So it'll be interesting to see how he's able to come through the field. But congratulations, Tyler, on another TN Designs Pole Award. You got anybody out there you want to thank?
Thank you. Yes, sir. I want to thank Simspec. I want to thank John Barron, Kenneth Yonts. I want to thank Michael and Bradley for the league. I want to thank all my teammates. Mike, especially, he's going to be pretty fast tonight. Going to be tough to beat. But yeah, good luck to you guys in the booth, and we'll see you at the end of this thing, hopefully.
Well, thank you, Tyler. We appreciate it. Good luck here this evening. We'll let you get back to it and get ready for some racing. With that being said, we got 230 laps around Richmond International Raceway here tonight. A long time for a lot of these guys to make up any ground that they may have lost in qualifying. This should be a good race here this evening.
Yeah, Dewey, we should have a lot of fun. Looks like, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have about a 2.5 minute break here, 3-minute break before we go racing the green flag. Go take the time to go get yourself a drink, some chips, a snack. Come back on, check us out here on YouTube, and we'll be going green here shortly.
Well, cars beginning to line up here on the racing surface of Richmond International Raceway as we get ready to go green here with the Grand National Series of the NMNTS. Your starting lineup this evening, starting on the pole, you just heard from a minute ago, that is the 7 of Tyler Justice. Scheduled to start to his outside in the 32, that is Ryan Broderick. Row number 2, starting third, that is the 89 of Spence Thompson, and to his outside in the 85, that is Zach Lindgren. Scheduled to start in 5th is the 2, Evil Knievel Michael Redding, and to his outside, the 75 of Terry Mason. Scheduled to start 7th, the Canadian Derek Robinson in the 818, and the 17 of Alan Westman to his outside. Mike Bruno in the 19, scheduled to start in the 9th position, and to his outside in the 23, that'll be Jason Burgess.
Picking up in our starting position for 11th will be the 00 of Gordon Larson Jr. Also, 81 Andrew Cardinale in TN Designs will be on his outside. Inside, next row will be Jared Beasley in the number 8. Also on the outside of him will be Craig Lerman in the number 43 Penske paint. Behind him will be Jason Alexander in the number 5, as well as Corey Walters on the outside in the number 12. And starting from the rear will be Bradley Wilson in the number 88, Oil Can Hancocks. Machine tonight. Dewey, looks like we're going to have a lot of fun tonight. We're going to get ready to go green here, buddy, so should be good. Ladies and gentlemen, we should be going green here. We got one lap of warm up, and we're going to have a lot of fun here tonight at Richmond. Pretty exciting little short track. It is 3/4 of a mile. We got 4 turns. Temperatures that we're running here tonight under lights is partly cloudy. Track 70 degrees. Track temp is 71 degrees with the wind southwest 4 miles per hour. So it should be a pretty good grippy track tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We should have a lot of fun.
Cars are rolling here through turns 1 and 2. The 7 of Tyler Justice, the 32 of Ryan Broderick, set to take the field across the stripe and get us underway here at Richmond. We got one more pace lap here. Race control puts on one more pace lap. Make sure everybody's ready to go. Some of these guys with some connection issues. Hurricane Irma causing some havoc. Rolling to turns 3 and 4. Pace car pulls in. Tyler Justice, Ryan Broderick. We're on the gas. The green is out. We're underway at Richmond. Tyler Justice jumps out to a great lead. Spence Thompson follows him on the bottom. Ryan Broderick shuffled back to third. Got a good battle going on right now for third. Ryan Broderick trying to hold on. Zach Lindgren trying to take it away. They are side by side into turns 3 and 4. Michael Redding right behind them. Another good battle. Gordon Larson Jr. and Jason Burgess are side by side a little further back. Looks like Gordon's going to let him have the spot here into the corner, but Gordon's going to power through turns 1 and 2 and try and take it back. We got a spin right in front of him. Ryan Broderick around. Looks like everybody everybody got around him. Looks like the 12 bout got into him. The 5 also looped it around to try and stay out of trouble. Looks like Ryan Broderick just lost it out of turn 2. Able to get it woed up. Just barely dings it into the wall, and everyone able to escape. Basically no damage. So a couple laps in here and got a spin by the 34 Ryan Broderick. 32, sorry. Right now, your top 5, Tyler Justice is your leader. Spence Thompson second. Zach Lindgren moves up to 3rd. Michael Redding up to 4th. Mike Bruno from 9th all the way up to 5th here. Short little run, and the 19 is on the move.
Yeah, doing some pretty good racing going by there. Sorry I left you hanging there in the booth for a little bit. I was trying to take care of a little admin here on the track with some of the guys, so we're getting ready to go here green here pretty soon. Looks like next time by the lights will go out on the pace car.
Everybody should start to form up 2 by 2 nose to tail here as we get ready to go back underway at Richmond. Looks like they're going to give him an extra lap, try and get everything all sorted out on the racetrack. A lot of these guys eager to get back underway here at Richmond. The lights are out on the pace car, so everyone's going to start forming up here. And next time by, we should be taking the green flag and get you back underway. On the restart, Tyler Justice, Spence Thompson on the front row to take you back to green. Tyler Justice, restart the race anytime after the pace car pulls into the pit area. We roll through turns 3 and 4, and it all hangs on the 7 now. He is back on the gas, and we are back underway at Richmond. Spence Thompson with not so good of a restart. Zach Lindgren and Mike Bruno both look to the inside here in turns 1 and 2, and now Evil Knievel, Michael Redding going to look to the inside. Not enough. Mike Bruno almost loses it coming out of 2. Michael Redding able to sneak by the 89 of Spence Thompson and take that spot away. We have a caution on the speedway. Looks like Jared Beasley got loose going into turn 3, loops it around, able to avoid contact with all other vehicles. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to bring attention to the 88 of Bradley Wilson, as he has a special paint scheme running on his car here tonight, just to bring awareness for suicide prevention.
Yeah, Dewey, it looks like Bradley Wilson's running the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline paint job tonight with the ribbon on his hood. For those of you out there, go ahead and take a look at their website, suicidepreventionlifeline.org. If you are looking that you need time to talk, or if there's anybody out there that has some personal problems and they want to be able to get in touch with the Suicide Prevention Lifeline, make sure you give that number a call at 1-800-273-TALK. That's 1-800-273-8255. Or you can go and visit them online at the suicidepreventionlifeline.org. Again, nice job of Bradley Wilson putting that on his car for everybody tonight in the BA Graphics designed Toyota Camry. So looking forward to having some good things out of Bradley here tonight. Again, ladies and gentlemen, go take a look at that suicidepreventionlifeline.org number. Ladies and gentlemen, we go back going green here. We will have the number 7 of Tyler Justice bringing us to the green flag with Zach Lindgren on the outside in the 85. Inside row number 2 will be Evil Knievel and Michael Reddy moving up from his 5th place starting spot to 3rd. Outside second row will be Spence Thompson in the American Revolutionary Clothing Chevrolet. He'll be running 4th. Mike Bruno will start 5th. Terry Meissen will start 6th. Derek Robinson will start 7th on the inside. Jason Burgess on the outside 8th. Gordon Larson 9th. And Craig Linderman will round out your top 10 in the 43.
Lights go out on the pace car, so next time by, we should be getting back underway. I'm sure a lot of these guys are starting to get a little antsy. Not a lot of laps logged here. Already had 2 cautions. Track seems to be a little slick on cold tires for these guys. We'll see how they handle it the further we get into tonight's race. Rolling through turns 3 and 4, pace car ducks off. The 7 of Tyler Justice back on the gas, and the green is out. We're underway. The battle for second is on. Zach Lindgren, Michael Redding side by side down the back straightaway. Mike Bruno right there along with Spence Thompson. Michael Redding has the advantage out of turn 4, and he will get the second position from the 85.
Pushes up high, spins coming out of the corner, and it gathers up the 88, Dewey. Like the 75 was just kind of pushed up out of the corner, tried to overcorrect, and ended up wrecking, spinning out.
Looks like he also got a little bit of damage from the 43 of Craig Lehrman on that as well. See if there's any takers on pit road. Some guys faking out. And Craig Lehrman and Bradley Wilson will both bring their machines down pit road as they both have some front end damage. Looks like Ryan Broderick, Jason Alexander, Alan Westman, and Terry Mason also come down pit road here for some service.
Yeah, dude, it was a tough break for the 43 on that one. He piled into him hard into the side, as well as the 88. Got a little bit of damage up front. Hopefully the 43 of Craig Lerman will be able to get to pit road in time to get his car fixed and make her back out on the track.
Been tough sledding to get going here at Richmond. Seems like every other green flag lap we're having a caution come out.
Yeah, dude, it looks like some of these guys are having a little bit of challenge and overcorrecting. And one of the, that's one of the things about Richmond International Raceway with this little 3/4 mile track. On exit of 2 and exit of 4, it's pretty easy to get back in the gas pretty hard with these high horsepower Grand National cars, and they're starting to see that they're throwing the rear end out of them, and it's going to end up causing a few guys, they really don't have anywhere to go once that rear end gets out there. They can't steer it back right. It's gone too far, so they're just spinning right in front of people.
So the light should be going out around the racetrack as we look to get going green, hopefully for a little bit longer than 1 or 2 laps. As these guys looking to start trying to get into a rhythm, start putting some rubber down on the racetrack, and start logging off some laps here as we got a long ways to go. Tyler Justice and Michael Reddick are set to lead the field back to green.
Stacking up now 2 by 2. I think when we come out of turn 4 here, you'll see that pace car dip off, dude, and we're going to be going hard at it. So hopefully these guys can get it together, get wrapped up in their positions, and get some good green flag runs going.
Green is out. We are back underway here at Richmond. And right away, Zach Lindgren and Michael Redding battling for second. Zach Lindgren's going to take the position away in 3 and 4. Spence Thompson, Mike Bruno side by side right behind them. Looks like Spence is going to have the advantage off the bottom of 4. And here comes Evel Knievel to the inside of Zach Lindgren, going to try and take second away. Michael Redding gets the second position from the 85 of Zach Lindgren. Good battle for fourth between Spence Thompson and Mike Bruno. Mike Bruno on the inside coming off of 4. Looks to clear the 89, and he does.
Looks like we're starting to see them all get strung out now, Dewey. They all find the same line to run in. Everybody's running nose tail. We got a spinner down in the front. That was the 23 of Andrew Jason Burgess. He just gets a little loose, ducks her down to the bottom, and he's going to end up giving up a few positions, but he's right back up to speed.
Zach Lindgren now looking to the inside of the 2 of Michael Redding. That is for second here in turns 1 and 2. Lindgren not quite clear, clips the 2, and Lindgren spins down to the infield wall. Caution is out on the speedways. The 85 looked to clear the 2 car, and he was not clear. Definitely some hard racing between those two for lap after lap, and Michael Redding against the wall. The 85 came up, thought he had him cleared. Not by a nose did he get caught by the 2. We'll see what kind of effect that has on the 85 Zach Lindgren. He clearly had a fast race car battling for second with Michael Redding. Looks like some of your leaders are coming down pit road. Tyler Justice, the 2 of Michael Redding, Spence Thompson, Gordon Larson Jr., Ryan Broderick, and the rest of the field behind them. Mike Bruno, Andrew Cardinale. Looks like the 88 of Bradley Wilson all stay out.
Craig Lerman in our 43 STP car will be the lucky dog this lap. He'll be waved around getting his lap back after an early incident on track and getting his stuff on pit road, getting his car fixed a little bit to win a lap down. So he'll be going back to the lead lap here. We go green here, Dewey. Looks like we'll probably be going green with around 200 laps to go. That being said, we've only got 29 in the books at this point. We've had 4 cautions, good enough for 18 laps. So our average right now, we're averaging more laps in the caution than we are green flag. So hopefully we can get that changed around this next run, and these guys will be able to get control and get to see some nice long green flag racing here in the NMNTS Grand National Series here from Richmond International Speedway.
Your top 5 has a little different look. The 19 of Mike Bruno will be on the point. The 81 of Andrew Cardinale will be to his outside. 88 of Bradley Wilson looks to restart 3rd. The 7 of Tyler Justice restarts 4th, and Michael Redding in 5th. Zach Lindgren still on the track, has not lost his laps. Been coming down pit road, getting a little bit of damage repaired each time he comes down. The car looks okay. Has a little bit of front nose damage, but nothing too catastrophic. We'll keep an eye on him.
Strictly front end damage, front engine pushed in a little bit, splitter's a little out of shape, but other than that, not too bad.
So Tom Vanos giving you a little bit of a damage assessment on the 85 Zach Lindgren. Keep an eye on him as the pace car looks to duck down onto pit road as we roll through turns 3 and 4. Mike Bruno, Andrew Cardinale back on the gas. Green flag is out and we're back underway. Bradley Wilson almost loses it off of turn 2. Great piece of driving by the 88 to keep hold of that thing. That's going to let Tyler Justice and the 2 of Michael Redding sneak by. As Tyler Justice, caution is out.
Looks like we had a spin back here, Dewey, coming out of the exit of turn 4. Let's go back and take a look at it, see what happened there. Jason Burgess looks like he might have spun up and got the wall.
Mike Bruno, Andrew Cardinale doing a little fake out on the rest of the field, giving them that little feeling that they're going to move up to the front, and they both pull back on the racetrack, said, "Not so fast, Tyler Justice. We're going to start ahead of you." The 75, Terry Mason. The 5 of Jason Alexander. 23 of Jason Burgess, all on pit road getting some damage fixed. And now the 81 of Andrew Cardinale is coming down pit road. So that will move the 7 of Tyler Justice to second, and the SimSpec PC cars will restart 1-2 here at Richmond.
Ladies and gentlemen, next time by the stripe, we will have the lights going on the pace car, and we will, the following lap after that, be going back to green.
Your top 5 right now, the 19 of Mike Bruno is in the lead. The 7 of Tyler Justice second. Bradley Wilson the third. Michael Redding fourth. Spence Thompson in fifth. Stacking them up 2 by 2, wheel to wheel, nose to tails. Are getting ready to go back underway here at Richmond, with Mike Bruno, Tyler Justice getting ready to take you back to the stripe and get all these guys back underway. Tyler Justice on a little bit newer tires than Mike Bruno, so we'll see if that has any advantages. The 19 of Mike Bruno is on the hammer, and we're back underway.
Pretty good little side-by-side battle bill going on back here, Dewey, for 6th and 7th place between the, looks like the 32.
Alan Westman dirt tracking it in turns 1 and 2. Brings it to a stop, no damage done.
We also have the 12 go around. Corey Walters went around on the front stretch as well. Both of them get their cars back rolling. There will be no caution at this time, folks. Both of them had self-spins. It's just one of those things. If you keep going and you keep down off the raceway, we will continue to go green.
Right now on those older tires, the 19 of Mike Bruno doing a pretty good job of holding off Tyler Justice. It's only a matter of time as Tyler now peeks to the inside of Mike Bruno in turns 1 and 2. Looks like he will clear him off of turn 2. Your new leader, the 7 of Tyler Justice.
Just had the 85 of Zach Lindgren go by the Looked like the 20 or the 12 of Corey Walters on the outside made a pretty solid pass. Excuse me, that was Ryan Broderick he went by. Be interesting to see, Dewey, since we had all these cautions so far, these spinners on these tracks, that these guys are gonna, once these tires come into them, what's gonna happen later in this run if they do end up going green for an extended period of time? How they can adjust to the track handling, if there's some guys out there that have been saving their tires, or some of these guys just running as hard as they can.
Zach Lindgren's made his way back up to 7th. He is all over the back of the 8 of Jared Beasley as Jared Beasley goes around right in front of him, able to avoid contact as Jared Beasley comes to a stop in turn 4. Andrew Cardinale sideways trying to avoid contact with the other TN Designs car of Jared Beasley.
And on comes Jason Alexander. We got 3 cars that have spun back there all together. Whoa! Cars pulling back up on the track, and a couple cars just missed them.
Just as we were talking about the battle between the 8 and the 85, the 8 goes around, the 81 goes around, the 5 goes around, and no damage to any cars. So pretty impressive driving by every single one of those drivers. And some of your leaders looking to come down pit road, see how many actually come down. It looks like the 7 of Tyler Justice, the 19 of Mike Bruno, Michael Redding, Spence Thompson, Bradley Wilson. And almost everybody will follow them down pit road.
I think we had a few drivers stay out tonight. It looks like Jason Alexander is the first one, but behind him, I think Jason is running 13th, so he's wanting to stay on the lead lap. Craig Lerman, I think, is going to get his lap back here, as well as Gordon Larson Jr. stayed out as well. So it should be interesting to see how these guys end up lining up. Might be a pretty smart move here for Gordon Larson Jr. to stay out and get an opportunity to pick up that bonus points for leading the lap.
Tyler Justice was first off pit road. Michael Redding second off pit road. Mike Bruno, Spence Thompson, Bradley Wilson.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go back green. We are going to have a new leader. The 00 of Gordon Larson Jr. will be starting on the inside of the pole. Outside of him, it looks like it's going to be Tyler Justice. So we're going to have a battle of households here, Dewey. It's going to be pretty exciting to see how Gordon's able to hold off the number 7 of Tyler Justice.
It should be interesting to see how that plays out. I don't know, if I was Tyler, this may or may not include some extra chores around the house. Might let the 00 go by for a little bit. Everybody is 2x2 nose to tail. They're rolling through turns 3 and 4. The pace car looks to pull in and get us back underway here at Richmond. Gordon Larson with a slow roll, the 00 on the gas, and we're back underway. Mike Bruno immediately shoots to the inside. The 7 gets around the outside of Gordon Larson Jr. Mike Bruno looks down to the inside of Gordon Larson Jr., and it looks like Tyler Justice is going to be doing dishes for a couple weeks. Caution on the speedway. Looks like going through turns 3 and 4, the 8 of Jared Beasley gets into the 23 of Jason Burgess, and that'll bring out the caution. Still rolling around under yellow. Should be next time by. We should be forming these guys up. Should be. I can only use that loosely. I'm not sure. But your top 5, Tyler Justice is on the point. Gordon Larson Jr. will restart to his outside. Third is the 19 of Mike Bruno. Then it is the 2 of Michael Redding and the 89 of Spence Thompson. Looks like the lights are out on the pace car, so next time across the stripe, the green flag will be shown to the drivers. On this restart, we will take you on board with the 2 of Evil Knievel, Michael Redding. Get a couple laps around Richmond International. Well, here we go. Pace car pulls in. The 7 of Tyler Justice is back on the gas, and we are back underway. Gordon Larson Jr. with not a very good restart, losing a lot of spots for himself, Michael Redding, and Ryan Broderick. Caution on the speedway. This looks like the 8 of Jared Beasley, the 23 of Jason Burgess, and the 75 of Terry Mason were 3 wide heading towards turn 3. 75 of Terry Mason gets hooked on the nose of the 23. 23 comes down and clips the 818 of Derek Robinson. I have to say the 75 of Terry Mason has had a terrible evening here at Richmond. He looks more like a ping pong ball gone through a bad night on the floor of a dirty house than around the racetrack here at Richmond. Looks to be no real takers down pit road. And I don't really see why anyone would come to down pit road. We only get about a lap and a half of green flag racing on these tires before we go back under another caution. Hopefully we can get that trend changed because there is a lot of laps left here at Richmond. Looks like the 23 of Jason Burgess will take that car behind the wall. Lights are out on the pace car. Everybody's starting to line up 2 by 2. The 2 SimSpec PC cars are now on the point. Tyler Justice will restart the race with Mike Bruno to his outside. Pace car looking to pull off here in turns 3 and 4, and Tyler Justice will get us back underway here at Richmond. Pace car is in, the 7 is on the hammer, and we're back underway at Richmond. Green flag. Good battle for third between the two of Michael Redding, the 89, with Spence Thompson. And Spence is going to try and get him on the inside. He'll get credit for the spot, that time by the stripe.
We've also got a pretty good battle going on between Alan Westman and it looks like Gordon Larson Jr. as well as the 85, Zach Lingden's going to look to go underneath the Gordon Larson and pick up a position. But Alan Westman, don't look now, ladies and gentlemen, out of Gisborne, Minnesota, has moved up into the top 5. Minnow Breaks TV number 17.
Gordon Larson Jr. on older tires than everybody behind him, and he's fallen back a little bit, just lost the spot to the 85 of Zach Lindgren, and the 88 of Bradley Wilson is now closing the gap between him and the 00.
See Michael Redding drop to the bottom in turn 2, coming out of turn 3. Is he able to hold on? He is not. He moves up the track and maintains his position.
And they are side by side for third, and look at the 17 of Alan Westman trying to stick his nose underneath the 89 of Spence Thompson to try and take away the 4th position. And look at Alan Westman out of the inside of the 2 of Michael Redding for third. The 17's been riding around the back, came down pit road unscheduled a couple of times, and it looks like whatever he was doing on pit road has worked. His car has been a rocket ship up to the front as he looks to challenge the 2 of Michael Redding for third place. Michael Redding way up the track in turns 3 and 4. That's going to give the spot to the 17 of Alan Westman. And now the 89 of Spence Thompson looks to make a move on the 2. Not enough.
Potentially open door for the 89 and the 81, Dewey. So it should be interesting to see if he's able to run him down. Looks like Michael Redding's able to get back in line and get back into the groove and hitting his marks. And he should be all right there.
Michael Redding now looks to the inside of the 17 of Alan Westman here in turns 1 and 2. Great move by Michael Redding. Gets by no problem coming out of turn 2. The 89 of Spence Thompson and the 85 of Zach Lindgren also right there on the tail of the 17 of Alan Westman. Right now, Tyler Justice is checked out on the rest of the field. He's got a 2-second advantage over the 19 of Mike Bruno, who currently runs in second. Michael Redding now challenging the 19 of Mike Bruno for the second position here in turns 1 and 2 as he dives down to the inside. And that might open the door for the rest of the cars behind him if they can get the momentum here coming down the back straightaway into 3 and 4 and follow Michael Redding on the inside.
Yeah, definitely, Dewey. Michael Redding's just flipped another switch the last 3 or 4 laps. He pushed up tight in that one corner, and ever since then he's been on the charge all the way up to second from 5th place. It's like the 17, Alan Westman's going to move underneath the 19 of Mike Bruno, and that's going to open the door for the 89 of Spence Thompson as well to go down to the bottom, try to make a pass going into turn 3.
Spence Thompson going to try and stay a little bit low. Look to the inside. Caution on the speedway. Corey Walters all alone in 3 and 4. Dirt tracks it and brings it to a stop, and that'll bring out the yellow. Well, it was a good green flag run here at Richmond for these guys. Everyone able to settle in, and I think you're going to see probably everybody hit pit road.
Yeah, Dewey, I think you will too. It looks like most of the guys dropping down to the bottom. It'd be interesting to see if we have any, you know, if anybody takes any gambles and goes with just 2 tires or just fuel or whatever. But you know what? These guys come to pit road can understand why they're doing it. Sometimes we're getting a little bit of green flag run, and then sometimes we're not. So you just never know how long you're green flagged and how long you're going to be on those tires. So at this point, this early in the race, with 154 laps to go, it definitely makes sense to have come in and get fresh rubber and full fuel.
Looks like the 81 of Andrew Cardinale stayed out maybe to get some bonus points. We'll have to see if he comes back down. Bradley Wilson, the first car off of pit road. As the 7 of Tyler Justice now comes out, the 2 of Michael Redding right behind him, and the 19 of Mike Bruno.
Looks like the 17, Alan Westman, must have been getting some damage or had a problem with one of the tires on his right side of his car. He is unable to get out of the pit box as quick as he normally is with an 18-second stop. That's going to drop him back to, I think, restarting right in the 9th position.
Andrew Cardinale does come down pit road, looks to get some bonus points as we are drawing near the end of the regular point season here at the NMNTS. So Bradley Wilson will be sitting in the front of the field, and Tyler Justice scheduled to restart to his outside.
Looks like we may have some pit strategy going on down there tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like the 88 had by far picked up the most positions on this pit stop. Looked like he going with a little strategy, only took 2 tires and see if those 2 tires will hold up against these faster cars behind him who are going to be on 4 fresh tires. Something to be said about being out in the clean air and running up front. You get the opportunity to obviously set your line, and if you can get away on the restart, you may be able to hold them off for a little while. So when we restart here, we'll have Bradley Wilson and Tyler Justice on the front row, Michael Redding and Mike Bruno in row 2, Spence Thompson and Zach Lindgren in row 3, Alan Westman and Gordon Lorson Jr. in row 4, Craig Lerman and Corey Walters in row 5. So we got a pretty good showing from the boys in HRL Motorsports tonight, Dewey. It looks like we've got in the top 10, it's looking like Craig Lerman, Alan Westman, and Gordon Larson Jr. all running 8, 9, and 10 in this position right now. Excuse me, I misspoke. 7th, 8th, and 9th, ladies and gentlemen.
Bradley Wilson, Tyler Justice set to take the field back underway here at Richmond. Pace car is in and Bradley Wilson's on the gas. We're back underway. Michael Redding on the inside of Mike Bruno. That is for third as Tyler Justice trying to stalk the 88 of Bradley Wilson. Michael Redding loose.
The number 2 spins down into the grass. Can he hold on it coming off the grass? And he does. We will stay green, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to cost him quite a few positions, but that's one heck of a job spinning through the grass and hanging on to it and bringing it back up on the track, Billy.
Tyler Justice to lead down the back straightaway to turns 3 and 4. Mike Bruno was looking for second, not able to clear the pass. But your new leader is the 7 of Tyler Justice.
Looks like the 17, Alan Weston's made his way back into the top 5 after restarting back in the middle of the pack after this caution. He's looking pretty fast.
Michael Redding fell back to the 10th position, able to get by Corey Walters. That was for 9th. He is now on the back bumper of the 81 of Andrew Cardinale for 8th. Keep an eye on Evil Knievel as he's going to start to make his charge back through the field.
You know, a couple cars we want to talk about. We haven't had a whole lot of chance to talk about them that much this season, Jerry. Or do we? Is that number 5 of Jason Alexander? He got a couple laps down early, but he's been able to make his way back to the lead lap now with these cautions. So his car looks to be pretty clean. He's running around the back, gaining experience, doing a pretty good job. Just want to give a big shout out to number 5, Jason Alexander, for running on the lead lap right now, and it looks like he's trying to close the gap right now on the 43 of Craig Lerman.
Michael Redding to the inside of the 81 of Andrew Cardinale. That is for 8th. Gordon Larson Jr. right in front of them. That is for 7th. Looks like Michael Redding's going to try and clear both of them into turns 1 and 2, and he does, and Andrew Cardinale is going to follow him under the 00. Spence Thompson was able to sneak by Mike Bruno. That is for 3rd. And now he looks to track down the 88 of Bradley Wilson and battle him for the 2nd position.
Looks like the 85 Zach Lindgren's running around back there trying to make his presence zone, trying to get to the bumper of the 19. Looks like he's going to try to dive to the bottom, entering into turn 1, take that position away from the 19 of the SimSpec PC Tower driver Mike Bruno. Looks like Bradley Wilson's up on the high side. Zach Lindgren's trying to take 2 for 1 this time around in this lap. It looks like he is able to get it. If he can hold it off the corner, he slides up and will move into the third position.
Mike Bruno also made his way past Bradley Wilson. Now Alan Westman looks to make his way past Bradley Wilson. We are now seeing the 2-tire strategy is not a good idea when everybody else takes 4.
And the 85 of Zach Lindgren goes spinning across turn 4. Looks like Gordon Larson's also spun on the track. We'll have to go back and take a look at these and how these happen.
That'll bring out another caution here at Richmond. We are just approaching 100 laps down of tonight's race. We'll see if anybody comes down pit road. Everybody below the yellow line looking here. We'll see if there are any takers, any fakers. It looks like most of them will come down pit road. Michael Redding does not come down pit road. He will stay out. Everybody else down pit road. Michael Redding, the only one opting to not come down pit road, maybe to get some bonus points. Remains to be seen with the 2. 89 of Spence Thompson overshoots his pit stall. That's going to hurt. He was running in the 2nd position as they came down pit road. We'll see where he comes out. Tyler Justice first off pit road. It was nose to nose between the 88 and the 19, Mike Bruno and Bradley Wilson. It looks like Mike Bruno did beat him off pit road.
Ladies and gentlemen, you'll see where Alan Westman was running up in the front for the majority of that pit stop. So he must have got caught speeding, leaving the exit in pit road or going down pit road, one or the other, because he's going to have to start at the back of the pack tonight with this restart.
Right now, your top 5, Michael Redding is currently in the first, Tyler Justice in second, Mike Bruno third, Bradley Wilson fourth, and Andrew Cardinale up to fifth. Jumped several spots on his pit there. I'm not sure if he only took 2 tires or if his team just really hammered out a great pit stop for the 81. Alan Westman comes back down pit road here as everybody starts to file 2 by 2 as we're going green next time by. Rolling through turns 3 and 4, Evil Knievel will restart this race with Tyler Justice to his outside. The pace car is in. The restart is on the 2. He's on the gas. Green flag is back out at Richmond. Mike Bruno with a power move to the inside of the 7 of Tyler Justice. That battle is for second, right behind your leader of Michael Redding. The 19 down the back straightaway looks for the spot as Alan Westman is back out on track, and now they're going to be 3 wide into turn 3. Mike Bruno takes the spot. Tyler Justice also to the inside of the 2 of Michael Redding. Your new leader is Mike Bruno, but Tyler Justice all over the rear of his teammate in the 19. Oh no, the 19 of Mike Bruno spins off of turn 2. Caution is out. It looks like he clipped the 7 right in the front as Tyler Justice went to go by, and that is not good for the 2 SimSpec PC cars here tonight. We'll see how that affects these 2.
That was a pretty big hit there that the 19 took, and the 7 hit him pretty square solid with the left front of his car. Taking a look at it right now, and he looks to seem to be pretty tore up.
Tyler Justice is going to bring it down pit road, get the damage assessed by the team. I assume the 19 of Mike Bruno will do the same.
Yeah, Dewey, the right front of Tyler's car in the 7, the SimSpec PC Tower number 7 Camaro is pretty well tore up on the right front. So he's going to have to take some time on the pit road here and get that thing fixed. You know, just one of those things. As long as he doesn't have much damage, we are in a 3/4 mile short track. So probably won't hurt that bad with the horsepower, but as long as his wheels aren't out of whack, it should take care of the steering. He should be able to run around pretty quick.
Mike Bruno now leaving pit road. Looks like he has a little bit less damage than the 7 of Tyler Justice. Because when the 7 hit the 19, the left front hit the right front of the 19, and the 7 got shot right back into the wall, and he took a little bit more damage than his teammate and the 19 of Mike Bruno. So the shakeup in the top 5, Michael Redding back to the point. Spence Thompson now second, Bradley Wilson third, Andrew Cardinale fourth, Jared Beasley in 5th. Bradley Wilson, he has come from the 17th starting position all the way to 3rd. Andrew Cardinale, he started 12th. Jared Beasley started 13th. Well, lights on, the pace car out, so we should start to double up here and get things back underway at Richmond. Mike Bruno restart in the 10th position. Tyler Justice 13th, currently 1 lap down, the only car a lap down. So he is eligible for the lucky dog if another yellow comes out. Now here we go. Pace car looks to duck in, and we're going to get back underway. Evil Knievel is going to take you to the restart. Pace car is in, and he is back on the gas. The green flag is waving once again here at Richmond.
Ladies and gentlemen, this time by, we will have 124
12 and Corey
laps
Walters
to go.
spinning in turns 3 and 4. He's able to keep it going in the right direction, and no caution will be weighed.
Ladies and gentlemen, looks like number 2 of Michael Redding, Evil Knievel, is doing a pretty good job holding it up out front there, but Spence Thompson in that 89 has got to his back bumper. He's going to be looking to make a move on him as well with Andrew Cardinale in the 3rd position running in the 81. He's going to, just behind him, it looks like it's going to be 85 Zach Lindgren, and with Michael Redding also moving up in the top 5. Excuse me, Bradley Wilson.
Spence Thompson hanging tough on the outside of the 2 of Michael Redding, trying to take the lead away, as they have been side by side the past couple laps. Michael Redding with a little bit of advantage on the bottom, but Spence Thompson really starting to use that momentum on the high side, see if he can't get by him here in turns 3 and 4.
That's given the opportunity for the 81, I think, the 85 with Zach Lindgren to start sticking his nose in there as well, doing the TN Designs car. The 81, Andrew Cardinale.
Spence Thompson was credited with the lead there as Michael Redding gets him back on the inside of 3 and 4. And the 81 of Andrew Cardinale around. Just loses it off at turn 4, gets a little bit of a bump from the 85 Zach Lindgren, and he is back and rolling. Andrew Cardinale was in the battle there for 2nd and 1st. And he just loses it off 4.
Yeah, Dewey, that was one heck of a little spin there. The 85 Zach Lindgren did one heck of a job staying off of him. I don't even think he touched him. Didn't look like there was any incidents whatsoever. So I didn't see any dents or scratches or bangs on the side of that 81, so the Lindgren should be going pretty good.
A lot of cars down pit road, but your leader, Michael Redding, does not come down pit road. Looks like Gordon Larson Jr. also staying out, as well as the 17 of Alan Westman. Bradley Wilson was the first one off of pit road. Looks like Spence Thompson and Mike Bruno right behind him. Then the 85 of Zach Lindgren. So as they sit right now, Michael Redding in first, Gordon Larson Jr. second, Alan Westman third, Craig Learman fourth, Bradley Wilson fifth.
So it looks like, Dewey, the top 4 cars were the only ones that did not pit. Am I making that safe assumption, or is there a couple other guys that did and did not pit?
I believe they are the only ones that did not come down pit road, as we were just on pit road just a couple laps ago.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how these guys two end up. These three HRL Motorsports drivers, and Gordon Larson Jr., Alan Westman, and Craig Lerman. Michael Redding will be starting the race in front, so behind them, first car with fresh tires will be the 88 of Bradley Wilson. That being said, we did just barely go green. Looks like our last caution was on lap 105, so they just got about 10 laps on those tires, and we'll let you see if they're going to be able to hold up against the fresh ones.
The lights are out on the pace car, so we should be getting back double file, and next time by, back underway. As Tyler Justice has worked his way back onto the lead lap, the car still has a lot of cosmetic damage, as the engine just blew on the 7 of Tyler Justice. His night is over here. Tough night for him at Richmond, as he had a very fast race car. Michael Redding, Gordon Larson Jr. set to get you back underway here at Richmond. Pace goes in. The 2 of Michael Redding is on the gas, and we're back underway. And Alan Westman going to look to the inside of 00 of Gordon Larson Jr. for second.
And we are 3 wide coming out of turn 4. Spence Thompson gets under the 43 of Craig Lerman and makes that pass clean coming out of turn 2 on the exit.
Alan Westman all over the 2 of Michael Redding. That battle is for the lead. Gordon Larson Jr. right there, and the 19 of Mike Bruno now looking to the inside of Bradley Wilson for 4th.
Yeah, do we look like just as we were getting ready to go green there, the 7 car of Tyler Justice, his motor has expired, and he's brought that back to the hauler. That's going to be a tough finish for him.
17 of Alan Westman spinning in turn 1. He was able to hold on to it. Great piece of driving by Alan Westman. Going to lose a lot of spots.
Definitely going to lose that momentum out on the 17, but he did not hit the wall or anything, so he should be able to get back up to speed and get it back going. He's just created a lot more work for himself to get back to the front, Dewey.
Gordon Larson Jr. under fire from Mike Bruno. That is for second. Looks like Mike's going to clear him coming off of turn number 2.
What a heck of a run tonight, Dewey, for the 00 Gordon Larson Jr. Each race, you see him getting better and better finishes, running up towards the front more and more. Can't say enough about that guy. He's improved tremendously just since we've come on board in the last 5 weeks. So it's good to see Gordon Larson having an excellent run tonight.
Alan Westman fell back to the 9th position. Got a lot of work to do ahead of him. Trying to work his way back into the 2nd position. As we have a car around there on the inside.
That'll be the 81 of Andrew Cardinale. Spins again, Dewey, but we stay under green, so that will not penalize him. He's just going to lose a lot of positions, ends up running to the back.
The 19 of Mike Bruno is really closing in on the 2 of Michael Redding, about 4 to 5 tenths per lap. As he is now to the back bumper, the 2 of Evil Knievel. Mike Bruno is looking to once again take the lead after the spin. A handful of laps to go. Caution is out on the speedway once again. Looks like coming off a 2, the 818 of Derek Robinson loses control. Does not hit anything, but it will bring out the caution flag once again. We should see at least Michael Redding come down pit road. He has not been down pit road in quite some time, but he's been able to hold off all cars for the lead. The 19 of Mike Bruno stays out. The 85 Zach Lindgren stays out. Looks like Gordon Larson Jr. stays out.
Gordon Larson Jr. As well as Craig Lerman in the 43. Also staying out and leading that lap now will be Mike Bruno in the number 19 SimSpec PC Towers Chevrolet Camaro, ladies and gentlemen. I want to take a big chance to give a good shout out to Sim Racing Magazine. Go check them out at www.simracing.com. Also want to give a big shout out to some of our other sponsors at SimSpec PC Towers. Go take a look at them at www.simspec.com. A few other sponsors we have on board tonight. BA Graphics. We'd like to give a big shout out also to TN Designs for being our pole award. Or excuse me, BA Graphics for being the pole award producer tonight. Also TN Designs being on board. And one other sponsor we want to talk about really quick is actually Hancock's Quality Goods. Go take a look at them at www.oilcanhancocks.com. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be restarting here in the next couple laps. Looks like Mike Bruno's going to bring us to the green flag with Zach Lingren on the outside. Gordon Larson Jr. in a 00 will restart third on the inside of row 2. On the outside of him will be Craig Lerman in the 43. Inside row 3, Bradley Wilson, and the outside will be the number 8 of Jared Beasley. Inside row behind him, Michael Redding will be starting in the 7th position with Spence Thompson in the number 89 in the 8th position. Rounding off the top 10 will be the number 9, Alan Westman, or excuse me, the number 17, Alan Westman, restarting in the 9th position with Jason Alexander in the 5, moving his way up and cracking the top 10. Great run for him. Congratulations. Behind him will be Andrew Cardinale and Corey Walters. And the next car, first car, one lap down, will be the 818 of Derek Robinson. He's currently running 5 laps down on the track.
So here we go. Lights are out on the pace car. Next time by Mike Bruno. Zach Lindgren will be taking us back underway here at Richmond. Pace car is in, and Mike Bruno's on the gas, and we're back underway.
A good battle going on for second place too, with Gordon Larson the 00 on the inside of the 85 of Zach Lindgren. Gordon's holding his own around there on the bottom. Looks like Zach Lindgren's going to get a little bit of a run off at turn 4 on the outside and take over that position at the start-finish line. Looked like the 00 Gordon Larson coming around into turn 2 got a big run down on the bottom and had to check up, and it's going to throw off his momentum. That's going to give the opportunity for the 88 of Bradley Wilson to move underneath him. And on the exit of turn 4, it's also going to open the door for Evil Knievel and the number 2 to try to get by.
Alan Westman around off of turn number 2. Caution is out on the speedway.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a pretty action-packed race so far. Unfortunately, we have had one or two too many cautions, but you know what? That sometimes happens at these racetracks and these short tracks. Some guys just try to get too much out of their cars and unable to handle them. So we saw that happen right there with the 17 of Alan Weston from Chisholm, Minnesota. Just lost the rear end and got turned around sideways. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the next time by, when we go green, we should have about 95 laps to go. So we've completed about 134 at this time. By the time we go green, we'll have completed 136 of those bad boys. Pretty exciting racing. I hope you, ladies and gentlemen, are out there enjoying the No Brakes TV broadcast in 1080p. Give us a little feedback. Type in what you think of the broadcast. If you're new to it, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. And you know what? We'd like to see what we can do to even improve our calls. So any feedback you can provide us, that'd be great. Also want to give a big shout out to Global Sim Racing. Also want to give a big shout out to SimSpec PT Towers, one of our primary sponsors on board tonight. They're usually on with us week in, week out. Go check them out at www.simspec.com. They are specialists out there creating sim towers for computers for this type of stuff that we're doing here and other sim racing. They can get you set up something pretty cool with a budget and everything else, so go ahead and take a look at them when you get a chance. The other one we have is Hancock Quality Goods. Hancock Quality Goods is a fragrance company. Go check them out at www.oilcanhancocks.com and use their code Thunder17 to get yourself a little bit of discount while shopping.
Lights are out on the pace car, so we should be getting ready to go back underway here at Richmond. Mike Bruno, Zach Lindgren will be that front row. Bradley Wilson, Gordon Larson Jr., Michael Redding, and Craig Learman right behind them. And keep an eye on the two of Michael Redding starting to fight his way back through after those round of pit stops. the last caution we had. Pace car is in, and Mike Bruno is on the gas. We're back underway at Richmond. Bradley Wilson to the inside of Gordon Larson Jr. going to complete the pass, as well as the two of Michael Redding out of turn 2 down the back straightaway. Now Michael Redding looks to the inside of Bradley Wilson. That is for third.
It looks like the 00 Gordon Larson Jr. just lost his momentum a little bit. He's trying something a different line. He may be saving his tires for a long green flag run. We just never know. But looks like the 81 gets a little loose on the exit of 4 and moves her down to the bottom, but keeps it going. He does not spin. So it'll be interesting to see if some of these guys start, at some point, start figuring out what's going on with their tires and try to avoid these spins off these exits of these corners. Just getting back to throttle a little too soon.
Michael Redding around off of turn number 4 in the grass, not able to save it this time. Caution is out. He was in third working on Zach Lindgren for second, just loses it off of turn number 4. No damage, no contact, but that's going to put him all the way in the back of the lead lap cars. Tough break for him as he was working his way through the field. He has a very fast race car here tonight. We also had the 81 of Andrew Cardinale going around at the same time. Some synchronized spinning going on here at Richmond. Everybody looking to come down pit road and get some service. Looks like Alan Westman stays out, as well as the 5. Interesting to watch how that plays out.
You know, Dewey, might not be too bad for the 17. Looked like he last pitted on lap 137 for service and fuel. So 137, 136. So he's only got about 5 or 6 green flag laps on those tires. So just barely getting scrubbed in. So he should be able to maintain some speed. It'll be interesting to see if he's had any luck. He's been a pretty fast car all night long, but just got himself into a few problems. Ran out of town a couple times on some of those self spins, but now he's going to be going from the lead. It'll be interesting to see how well he's able to hold onto his car and if he's able to hold off those other cars with fresh tires.
Jason Alexander brings it down pit road for service. He was looking to get a bonus point, but Alan Westman did not come down pit road, so Jason does not get those points. Everybody off of pit road the same way they went on. The only change is the 17 of Alan Westman to the front.
And the 818 of Derek Robinson was our lucky dog again. This will bring him to just 3 laps down on the cars this time. So, you know what? He's 3 cautions away from getting himself back on the lead lap as well as none of these other drivers go down.
Lights are out on the pace car as they roll down the back straightaway, and we look to get back underway. Alan Westman, Mike Bruno will be the front row to lead you back to green. Pace car is in. Everyone waiting for the 17. A slow roll through 3 and 4, and he's on the gas. We're back underway. Mike Bruno all over the back of the 17 of Alan Westman, down the back straightaway. Bruno going to look to the inside in 3 and 4. Your new leader, the 19 of Mike Bruno. As now the 85 Zach Lindgren going to look down to the inside of Alan Westman for second. Looks like he will clear up.
Nice little battle with Spence Thompson on the outside of the 8th of Jared Beasley. That is the battle, it looks like, for a position of 5th and 6th position. So we've got a pretty good battle going on right there. It looks like Bradley Wilson's coming back into him, and Michael Redding, the number 2, is going to want to stick his nose in there as well.
Bradley Wilson going to look to the inside of the 17 of Alan Westman. That's for third. Jared Beasley going to try and follow him. That traps Thompson on the outside, right behind Alan Westman.
2x2, that opens up the door in the bottom also for Evil Knievel. Michael Redding, he gets a little loose coming off turn 4, just a little too dry. He hangs onto it and maintains his position.
Now, the old tires of Alan Westman are just not agreeing with his race car. He has steadily gone backwards since the restart. Mike Bruno is still your leader. Zach Lindgren not too far behind the 19 of Mike Bruno. Zach Lindgren got a good run. Mike Bruno loose off of turn 4. Now the 85 looks to strike here in turn 1 and 2 and try and take the lead. Meanwhile, Jared Beasley has caught the 88 of Bradley Wilson. That is for third. Jared Beasley still side by side with Bradley Wilson in turns 3 and 4, and Zach Lindgren is to the lead as he has cleared the 19 of Mike Bruno, and Jared Beasley goes around out of turn 4.
And we
Jared
will
able to
green,
keep it rolling, no yellow.
Caution on the racetrack. We got a good little battle between Michael Redding and the 2 and the 88 of Bradley Wilson coming out of turn 4. It looked like Redding got at the position at the stripe. He'll dive it down to the bottom, but Bradley Wilson's going to hold on to some momentum on the exit of turn 2. Michael Redding will end up taking over that position going into turn 3.
Spence Thompson now battles to the inside of the 88 of Bradley Wilson. That is for fourth. Spence is going to clear him in turns 1 and 2. Andrew Cardinale going to try and sneak in there as well. Not enough room. Michael Redding has caught the back bump of the 19 of Mike Bruno for second, as the 2 of Michael Redding has just been lightning fast all night long.
He's spinning on the front once again, all alone. We will stay green. As he gets it back going and spin through the grass in the front stretch. This has been a tough night for the 81 Andrew Cardinale on the exit of turn 4. He's spun down there 2 or 3 times now. It just hasn't caused any caution, so no harm, no foul. The only person getting hurt by that is himself, so he'll be going back to the back again.
The 2 of Michael Redding to the inside of Mike Bruno in 3 and 4, going to complete the pass and put Evil Knievel to second. Right now, your top 5, Zach Lindgren is in first, Michael Redding second, Mike Bruno third, Spence Thompson fourth, Bradley Wilson in fifth.
Looks like we got them pretty strung out now, Dewey. So all we need to do is avoid one or two of these self spins, and we'll get a nice, fat, long green flag run out of these boys tonight.
Zach Lindgren just under a half a second ahead of Michael Redding. And Michael Redding is bringing the 19 of Mike Bruno and the 89 of Spence Thompson right with him. Bradley Wilson spinning off of turn 2. That'll bring out the yellow. We'll see how many takers we have down pit road. Looks like the 85 Zach Lindgren will come down. The 2 of Michael Redding, Mike Bruno, Spence Thompson. Looks like everybody but Craig Learman in the 43. And Derek Robinson, who is 3 laps down.
Yeah, Dewey, that'll be another lap back for Derek Robinson in the 818 for HRL Motorsports. That's going to leave him just 2 laps down now once he gets the lucky dog and the free pass to go around.
Michael Redding, the first car off of pit road. Zach Lindgren comes out in second. Mike Bruno third. Spence Thompson in fourth. Craig Learman gets bonus points for leading under caution here, and he's going to bring the 43 down and get some service on his machine. That'll surrender the lead to the 2 of Michael Redding. Running in the second position is the 85 of Zach Lindgren. Third, the 19 of Mike Bruno. Fourth should be the 89 of Spence Thompson. And fifth, the 17 of Alan Westman. The lights are out on the pace car as we get ready to go underway once again. Michael Redding, Zach Lindgren on the front row for the restart. Pace car pulls in, a very slow roll by Evil Knievel in the 2. And he's back on the gas and we're underway. The 19 of Mike Bruno to the inside of the 85, Zach Lindgren for second. He's going to get the spot. The 89 of Spence Thompson also looking to get by the 85. The 19 looks like he was shot out of a cannon. He is now looking to the inside of the 2 of Michael Redding for the lead. And your new leader is the 19 of Mike Bruno. Everybody getting a little strung out here. Mike Bruno puts a half a second between him and second place Michael Redding. Third is Spence Thompson, but he is under fire right now from the 85 of Zach Lindgren. And Alan Westman currently rides in the 5th position.
As we run right now, ladies and gentlemen, the 19 of Mike Bruno and the SimSpec PC Towers opened up a half a second lead over number 2, Michael Redding, Evil Knievel. You got Spence Thompson about 1.2 seconds back in 3rd position with Zach Lindgren in the 85, almost second and a half back. Alan Westman has dropped back down.
2 of Michael Redding spins off of turn 2. We'll see if there are any takers down pit road.
It's like everybody
looks
becoming
like
pit road. We have one guy who stays out, and that looks like the 81 of Andrew Cardinale. He's going to stay out to try and lead a lap and pick up some bonus points, Dewey.
Him, Gordon Larson Jr. stayed out, and Craig Learman also stayed out.
Our lucky dog again this time by will be the 818 and Derek Robinson, so that's going to bring him just 1 lap down. Now he's been able to come back 5 laps down after disconnecting a couple times. pretty good work for him, staying clean, moving through these races and getting his laps back. That being said, Dewey, we have completed 180 laps so far. 119 of those laps have been under caution, so this has been a caution fest. I know these guys down here driving have got a lot more talent than what this is being displayed tonight, and they don't like to see it either, but it's just been a tough track for everybody to run tonight, and few too many spins, and it's just the way it goes, I guess. But hopefully we'll come back here. When we go back to green, we'll have about 48 laps go, and maybe we can get those all knocked out in another green flag run.
As Bradley Wilson was the first car off of pit road. Right behind him was Mike Bruno. Then it was Spence Thompson, Alan Westman, Zach Lindgren. A little bit of a breaking story here. The 7 of Tyler Justice now back on track. Able to get that car repaired 63 laps down, but he does re-enter the racing surface. So Andrew Cardinale will send you back to the green flag. Gordon Larson Jr. to his outside. Craig Learman running in third. Bradley Wilson fourth. Mike Bruno fifth. Spence Thompson sixth. Alan Westman seventh. Zach Lindgren eighth. Jared Beasley in ninth. And Corey Walters in 10th. Pace car looks to pull in here in turns 3 and 4. And Andrew Cardinale would get him back underway. He's on the gas, and the green is out. Mike Bruno looks to the inside of Craig Learman, going to clear him. Alan Westman trying to follow through. Not enough room down the front straightaway. He's going to try and get it, but Mike Bruno up to third. And now Alan Westman looks to pass Learman for fourth.
Pretty good battle out here. We got a few quicker cars trying to get by. Oh,
Double zero Gordon Larson Jr. around.
Jr. Tough break for the double zero. Just got a little loose coming off the turn of turn 4, and he was running up towards the front there, Dewey. Just got a self-spin by himself and brings out another caution, unfortunately, but it didn't look like he got into any trouble or wrecked anything.
Well, Andrew Cardinale is still your leader. He did not come down pit road last caution. Mike Bruno now up to second. Alan Westman third. Craig Learman fourth. And Spence Thompson is fifth.
Definitely one of our biggest movers so far. Andrew Cardinale started this race in 12th position and has had some troubles with spinning. Been able to get himself up to the front here, and it's been able to hold on pretty good. Mike Bruno started out in 9th position. He's up to second. Alan Westman started this race in 8th. He's in third. Craig Lerman started in 14th, and he's running in 4th. So great job by all those drivers moving up through the front of this field. Also want to take a look at Bradley Wilson in that number 88. He started in 7th position. He's moved his way up to 6th. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to call a little bit of attention to the 88 car, Bradley Wilson. He is currently running the National Suicide Prevention paint scheme tonight, as you can see on the front of his hood, if we are able to get a shot of that up in the booth. It's got the banner on there, the Suicide Prevention Lifeline. Go check them out at suicidepreventionlifeline.org if you have any questions. Or if you need to, you can go in and take a look at their website once again. So big shout out to Bradley Wilson running the National Suicide Prevention logos on his car tonight. Dewey, looks like we're going to have a little bit of a battle when we come back to green here. We got some cars up there who stayed out last time on tires and some who haven't. So Andrew Cardinale is going to be bringing us to the green with Mike Bruno on the back, or on the outside. Inside row 3, Alan Westman, Craig Lerman on the outside. Inside row 3 would be Spence Thompson in 5th position. Bradley Wilson would be restarting 6th. So some pretty fast cars up there. Should be a good little battle coming back at the restart. Looks like the lights are out on the pace car, and we'll be going green next time by.
All right, here we go. Pace car looks to pull in, and he does in the 81. He's back on the gas, and the green is out. The battle for third is on. Spence Thompson to the inside of the 17 of Alan Westman here in turns 3 and 4. He's going to clear him. Zach Lindgren going to try and sneak in. Not enough room. Here comes Zach Lindgren to the inside of Alan Westman, and Michael Redding looks to follow. Andrew Cardinale around off of turn 2. Caution is out. It looks like he just looped it. There's Mike Bruno was close in tow, but no contact between the 81 or the 19. So when we restart, Mike Bruno will be the leader, Spence Thompson in second, and it's Alan Westman third, Zach Lindgren fourth, and Michael Redding back up to fifth. We're closing in on 30 laps to go here at Richmond. It has been a long race for a lot of these drivers. Hopefully we can finish this race under green. The lights go out on the pace car. Next time by, we will be back underway here at Richmond.
Just want to give a big shout out. Big run for Derek Robinson in 8:18, who went several laps down early. He was able to get back on the lead lap as we speak now in the 12th position. So good job by him keeping his nose clean over the last 150 laps or so and being able to get his laps back.
Rolling through turns 3 and 4. Here we go. Pace car going to pull into the pit area. Mike Bruno on the gas. Green flag is back out here at Richmond. Great battle for second right now. Alan Westman, Spence Thompson side by side. Right behind them, Evil Knievel and Zach Lindgren. Spence Thompson with the power move on the outside of 3 and 4 to get back by Alan Westman and take that second position.
Looked like the 17 Alan Westman looked like wanting to pull a crossover move there. Drove down to the bottom, got to his rear bumper, then thought better of it. Obviously right now it looks like early in these tires, dude, the bottom line is the way to go, but that's Spence Thompson. He's been solid on the outside, how he's been able to maintain his speed going through the corners. That little battle between Spence Thompson and Alan Westman is giving Mike Bruno, the 19, an opportunity to jump out to about a half-second lead. Don't look now, we got the number 2 of Michael Redding diving to the bottom, trying to get to the bottom. He gets to the rear bumper of the 17 of Alan Westman. Little bump and run. 17 gathers it up and holds on and gets back going. One heck of a driver right there in the 17 to be able to hold on to that car.
That was great driving by Alan Westman. Got quite the shot in the shorts as Michael Redding could not whoa up enough. He was able to keep back going. Great job by Alan Westman. We know short tracks tend to make guys pretty angry with things that happen here. You just get a little frustrated and a lot of pent-up anger. But as right now, Mike Bruno out to a pretty sizable lead, about a half second over Spence Thompson. Michael Redding third, Zach Lindgren fourth. Alan Westman runs fifth. Jared Beasley around off of turn 2.
Jared Beasley comes off and spins off turn 4.
The 8 of Jared Beasley spinning off turn 2, battling on the inside of Bradley Wilson. This may or may not be the last pit stop of the night if anybody does come down. Looks like Mike Bruno opts not to come down pit road. Spence Thompson is on pit road along with Alan Westman. And Bradley Wilson also on pit road. A lot of cars staying out. As they sit right now on the track, Mike Bruno is your leader. Michael Redding second. The 85 of Zach Lindgren third. Gordon Larson Jr. fourth. Corey Walters in fifth. Lights are out on the pace car. Everybody's starting to get back double file so we can get back underway here at Richmond. Just a handful of laps left here. We'll see what happens towards the end of this race. Pace car pulls in. Mike Bruno is back on the gas, and we're back underway at Richmond. And they're three wide here. Craig Learham and Spence Thompson in the wall. Spence Thompson with heavy damage. Spence Thompson went to the outside of Craig Learman. Jared Beasley was down on the inside. Craig Learman got turned down to Jared Beasley. Ping pong balled back up to Spence and put Spence in the wall big time. Right now, Zach Lindgren all over the two of Michael Redding for second. Mike Bruno is in the lead by about 3/10 last time by. And stretch that out to about a half a second. Alan Westman on the move, looks to the inside of the 12 of Corey Walters. That is for fifth. Now Alan Westman looks to the inside of Gordon Larson Jr. for fourth. Jared Beasley around on the front stretch. No caution. Right now, Michael Redding and Zach Lindgren have reeled in Mike Bruno.
Don't look now, do we? But Gordon Larson Jr. in the 00 up to fifth. fifth place run so far. He's been going back and forth, back and forth. Pretty proud of him getting up there in the 00. Gordon Larson Jr. running fifth. Corey Walters has had a pretty good run after a rough start early too. He's up to sixth position. We're also looking at Bradley Wilson there up in seventh, and Derek Robinson has moved his way up to eighth position after starting out just about 5 or 6 laps down due to a connection issue. Great run by the 818 of Derek Robinson.
We got a good battle shaping up here for second. Michael Redding has it. Zach Lindgren trying to find a way around. Meanwhile, they have kept pace here with the 19 of Mike Bruno as the laps wind down.
Next time by, Dewey will have 10 to go. 10 to go this time by as the leader goes by.
Does anybody have anything for the 19 of Mike Bruno? They're able to pull up to his back bumper. Not able to find a way around. Might have to do a little bump and run. We'll have to keep an eye on him and see how this plays out. As Michael Redding, Zach Lindgren, Mike Bruno have been lightning fast all evening long. Mike Bruno throwing a heavy block on the 2 of Michael Redding down the back straightaway.
Dewey, we have got a battle coming up in these closing laps now. 7 to go that time by. 7 laps remaining, and this one is Mike Redding. The 2 dives to the bottom on the inside of turn 2, and he's going to get the position coming on the exit. Oh, he gets a little bit loose, has to give it up.
What a battle we have here at the front. Mike Bruno able to hold on. Zach Lindgren around out of turn 4. He's going to keep it rolling the right direction. That's a tough break for him as he was doing great. Able to work his way back after an early yellow. He falls back to 4th. Michael Redding found a way around the 19 of Mike Bruno. Almost lost it, had to give it back. So can the 2 do it again here with just a handful of laps to go at Richmond?
Next time by, Dewey, we're going to have 4 laps to go. I think it's going to take a little bit of a bump and run. I think Michael Redding's going to have to do that in order to get by Mike Bruno. He's just been too consistent on his lap times and in his line, so he's doing a great job of protecting the bottom. I think right now the 2 does seem like the faster car coming through the corner, so it'll be interesting to see what happens as these laps count down now.
Caution on the speedway. Looks like Gordon Larson Jr. just loses it in turns 1 and 2. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that will end the race under caution as we just do not have enough laps left to get back going green here. So Mike Bruno is going to come home with the victory here at Richmond, able to battle back through some adversity, spinning and getting into his teammate Tyler Justice. A great second place finish for Michael Redding, Evil Knievel in the 2 car. Alan Westman records a top 3. Great job by him. 4th was Zach Lingard in the 85, and Bradley Wilson able to battle his way up to 5th.
6th place, the number 12 car, Corey Walters. Great job with him starting 16th. Derek Robinson coming from 5 laps down to come to finish in 7th position, just in front of Jason Alexander in the 5 car in 8th position. Another great run by Jason Alexander. Congrats to him on a solid finish. We haven't got to see a whole lot of him and talk about him a whole lot, but he's doing a fantastic job. 00 Gordon Larson Jr. will finish 9th, with Craig Lerman in the 43 finishing 10th. Jared Beasley will be your last car on the lead lap in the 8 car, and he will be finishing 11th.
We'll try and get an interview with the top 3 before we wrap up tonight's broadcast here at Richmond. Well, not able to find Alan Westman here. Going to try and track him down. In the meantime, see if we can't get Michael Redding in here. We're finishing in the 2nd position here tonight. Evil Knievel, Michael Redding, congratulations on 2nd place. You spun a couple times and had to fight your way back to the front.
Yeah, man, 2nd place here tonight. Me and Bruno was talking because we're teammates, and I told him, I said, I was setting you up for a last lap pass at all costs. I said I wasn't gonna wreck us, but I was dang sure gonna make it exciting. But yeah, we got loose early and spun her out. I just felt like I was the best car after Tyler fell out. But 2nd place here tonight, we'll take that as a win for sure.
Yeah, definitely can't look at it negatively, especially a lot of guys having trouble here tonight. We had a lot of yellows. Did that make it hard on you to start getting rhythm at all during this race?
No, I was actually using those as an advantage. I could get better runs on a restart, and it was setting right into where I could fall into a rhythm and a pace of how I wanted to each time. I never really got out of rhythm. When I spun out, it was just getting greedy on the throttle.
That was one heck of a run for you tonight, Michael Redding. A lot of fun watching you rip around there, Mr. Evil Knievel car. Anybody you want to thank out there? Congrats on the run.
I want to thank all my teammates for giving 100% each and every week, getting the win again tonight. I feel like we're the most dominant team in NMNTS, and anytime we can meet a WFO car, that's always a feather in our hat. But I want to thank you guys for doing an awesome job all the time, doing a good broadcast, and Bradley giving us a place to run.
Sounds good. Appreciate you joining us up in the booth. Now go celebrate that win, 2nd place finish with your teammates, buddy, and we will be talking to you again soon, I'm sure.
All right, y'all have a good one.
Able to catch up here with your winner in the 19, Mike Bruno. Mike, congratulations. That one was pretty tough to earn.
Yeah, definitely was. I definitely didn't have the class of the field car tonight, but it was some awesome racing at the end between me and Michael, my teammate, team owner, and Zach Lindgren. Spence was up there, I believe. That was just a lot of fun for those last 10-15 laps there.
Yeah, it definitely was a lot of fun watching you guys go side by side there for the last few laps. Unfortunately, a longer race than we normally see. Had a little too many cautions out there, but sometimes that happens at these short tracks. So, great run again. Glad to be talking again up here in the booth again. And anybody you want to thank out there?
Thanks a lot, Tom. Thanks a lot, guys. Yeah, definitely. Well, first of all, I want to apologize to my teammate Tyler Justice, man. I'm sure you guys all saw that deal that we got into. He got collected in my mess when I got loose out of 2 there, and it ruined his night, and I feel terrible about that one. He definitely had the class of the field car, and definitely didn't wish that upon him at all. But yeah, I just want to thank my sponsor, SimSpec, John Barron, Ken Younce, all them guys. They helped me out big time. I want to thank you guys for what you do. Thank my team, MR Motorsports. All them guys are awesome. And thanks Bradley and Michael for putting this cool league on.
Alrighty, Mike. Well, we thank you once again for joining us in a booth, and we will see you next week where I'm sure we'll talk to you again, buddy.
Thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate it.
Well, folks, that'll just about do it for us here. Another interesting night in the books for the NMNTS, always full of action here at Richmond. Just want to say thanks to all of you who tuned in on YouTube tonight. We really appreciate that. If you haven't already, please subscribe, give the video a like. We have a lot more videos on our YouTube of all the races that we have done. Also, like us on Facebook. We're on Facebook, No Breaks TV, and also give the NMNTS a like on Facebook. You can follow their points, sportsmanship awards, and everything they're doing with all 3 series. That being said, I am Dewey. I want to thank Tom and Tom with No Breaks for letting me come out here and be in the booth with these guys, and I'm going to give it over to Tom Vanos to send us out.
Yeah, definitely pretty exciting race towards the finish there, Dewey. It's a lot of fun calling it again with you up in the booth. Appreciate everything you do. You do one hell of a good job. That being said, I want to give a big shout out to the NMNTS Grand National Series presented by Motor Sims Racing Magazine. Ladies and gentlemen, go take a look at them at www.motorsimsracing.com. Also want to say a big shout out to a couple of our other sponsors on board. BA Graphics for putting out the pole award again tonight, and TNN Designs for being on board as well. 2 of our major sponsors who've been with us year in year, or week in, week out. First and foremost, Hancock Quality Goods. Ladies and gentlemen, go check them out. They're a pretty unique little fragrance company. You can check them out at www.oilcanhancocks.com. Whatever you need, they can get you taken care of there. Go out and take a look and see if you can't pick something up for a significant other. Also want to give a big shout out to SimSpec PC Towers. Ken Younce and John Baird do a phenomenal job over there. Go check them out on the website as well at www.simspec.com. They do one heck of a job building PC computers and sim computers and towers for everybody who wants to go out here and race. They can set you up if you're on a budget, or if not, go take a look and see what they can do for you. That being said, I'm Tom Vanos for Dewey Roselle and Tom Jenks up in the booth. We are No Breaks Racing. We look forward to seeing you again next week. Tune in and for some exciting racing and broadcasting in 1080p. That being said, have a great night, everybody. Look forward to seeing you soon.